OpenAI just hit $12 billion in annual revenue. That's $1 billion every month. And that's not even the craziest tech news today. Your ChatGPT conversations might be showing up in Google searches, and Uber Eats is using AI to make your food look better than it actually is. Let's dive into today's tech bombshells. What's up, tech fam? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're breaking down 5 massive stories that are reshaping the tech landscape as we speak. From OpenAI's meteoric rise to some serious privacy concerns you need to know about, we've got a lot to cover. So grab your coffee, hit that like button, and let's get into it. First up, let's talk about OpenAI's absolutely insane financial growth. The company has officially doubled its revenue in just the first 7 months of 2025, hitting a staggering $12 billion in annualized revenue. To put that in perspective, they're now generating close to $1 billion every single month. But here's what's even more mind-blowing. ChatGPT now has 700 million weekly active users. That's nearly 10% of the entire world's population using ChatGPT every single week. This growth is unprecedented, even by Silicon Valley standards. Just to give you some context, OpenAI generated only $3.7 billion in all of 2024. Now they're projecting $12.7 billion for 2025. That's a 243% increase year over year. Since 2020, when they reported just $3.5 million in revenue, their growth has been an astronomical 3,628x increase. The company is now valued at $300 billion after their latest funding round in March 2025, which was the largest private tech funding round in history at $40 billion. To put that in perspective, OpenAI is now one of the most valuable private companies in the world, behind only SpaceX and on par with ByteDance, TikTok's parent company. What's driving this explosive growth? It's not just ChatGPT Plus subscriptions at $20 a month. Though with 15.5 million paying subscribers, that's significant revenue right there. It's their enterprise products, API access, and the fact that businesses worldwide are integrating AI into everything from customer service to data analysis. But here's the kicker. Despite all this revenue, OpenAI is burning through cash like there's no tomorrow. They're expecting to spend around $8 billion in 2025, which is about $1 billion more than they estimated earlier this year. The race to AGI isn't cheap, folks. Now, let's talk about something that affects pretty much all of us: food delivery. Uber Eats just announced they're rolling out AI tools that are going to completely change how we order food online. First, they're using AI to generate menu descriptions automatically. No more boring chicken sandwich listings. The AI will create mouth-watering descriptions that highlight flavors and ingredients. Think juicy, grass-fed beef patties grilled to perfection instead of just burger. But here's where it gets controversial. They're also using AI to enhance food photos. The AI can improve lighting, resolution, and framing. It can even move food from takeout containers to fancy plates or change backgrounds entirely. Uber says this is to help restaurants showcase their dishes more accurately, but critics are already calling this out as potentially misleading. The numbers don't lie, though. Restaurants with professional quality photos see 20-35% more orders and 15-25% higher average order values. For small restaurants that can't afford professional food photography, which can cost anywhere from $361 to over $1,000 per session, this AI enhancement starts at just $1 per image. They're also introducing AI-powered review summaries, so restaurants can quickly understand customer feedback without reading through hundreds of individual reviews. Plus, they're paying users $3 in Uber Cash if they submit photos of menu items that don't have images yet. Look, I get the concern about fake food photos, but let's be real. Professional food photography has always been about making food look its absolute best. At least now, small mom-and-pop restaurants can compete with the big chains on visual appeal. Moving on to some major policy news, the Trump administration is reconsidering the Biden-era AI export rules, and this could have massive implications for the global AI race. Quick backstory: In January 2025, just before leaving office, the Biden administration introduced unprecedented export controls on AI chips and technology. The goal? To prevent China from getting access to advanced AI capabilities through third-party countries. They created a tiered system where close allies like the UK, Canada, and Japan get easier access, while other countries face strict quotas. But here's where it gets interesting. The Trump administration has already started walking back some of these restrictions. In May 2025, they rescinded the controversial AI diffusion rule, with officials saying it would have stifled American innovation. The debate is fierce. On one side, you have national security hawks who argue we need to keep advanced AI tech out of China's hands at all costs. On the other, you have tech companies like NVIDIA arguing that these restrictions just push other countries to work with Chinese technology instead. What's really at stake here is the future of AI dominance. China's recent release of the DeepSeek chatbot showed they're making rapid progress despite U.S. restrictions. Some are calling it a Sputnik moment that proves export controls aren't working as intended. The Trump administration seems to be taking a more business-friendly approach, focusing on innovation over restriction. But with AI being crucial for both economic and military competition, finding the right balance between openness and security is going to be one of the biggest challenges of our time. Now, this next story is huge but hasn't gotten much attention yet. Apple, Google, OpenAI, Amazon, and over 60 other major tech companies have pledged to work with the U.S. government on a massive healthcare data sharing initiative. The goal? To create what they're calling a smarter, more secure, and more personalized healthcare experience. Announced at a White House event called Make Health Tech Great Again. Yes, that's really what they called it. This initiative focuses on two main things. First, they're promoting something called the CMS Interoperability Framework, which basically means making it way easier to share medical information between patients and providers. No more filling out the same forms at every doctor's office. Second, they're developing AI-powered tools for healthcare. We're talking AI symptom checkers, digital check-in systems that replace paper forms, and specialized apps for managing chronic conditions like diabetes. Apple is particularly focused on what they call kill the clipboard technology, eliminating all that repetitive paperwork we hate. Google and OpenAI are working on conversational AI assistants that can help with everything from symptom checking to appointment scheduling. Now, I know what you're thinking. Do we really want big tech having access to our health data? It's a valid concern. Privacy advocates are already raising red flags about the risks of personal health data entering non-HIPAA protected environments. The companies say participation is entirely optional, and there won't be any centralized federal health database. But let's be honest, once your health data is out there in the digital ecosystem, controlling it becomes a lot more complicated. This could revolutionize healthcare, making it more efficient and personalized. But it also raises serious questions about data privacy, security, and who ultimately benefits from all this health information. All right, this last story is a privacy nightmare that's affecting thousands of ChatGPT users right now. Your ChatGPT conversations might be showing up in Google search results, and you probably don't even know it. Here's what's happening. When you click the Share button in ChatGPT to send a conversation to a friend or save it for later, you're actually creating a public URL. And Google has been indexing these URLs, making them searchable by anyone. A simple Google search using site.chatgpt.com/share plus any keyword can reveal thousands of conversations. Researchers have found chats containing deeply personal information, addiction struggles, mental health issues, physical abuse experiences, even full resumes with names, phone numbers, and addresses. Here's what you need to do right now. Go to your ChatGPT settings, find Data Controls, then Shared Links, and delete any links you don't want public. Also, search your name or company with site.chatgpt.com/share to see if any of your conversations are indexed. Nearly 4,500 conversations are showing up in Google searches right now. Some users are sharing incredibly sensitive information, thinking they're just talking privately to an AI. One person even shared their concerns that AI models were spying on them, ironically, in a conversation that's now publicly searchable. OpenAI says this was part of an experiment to make helpful conversations more discoverable, but they ended it after this story broke. They claim chats are only public if you explicitly choose to share them and opt in to search engine indexing. But here's the thing. Most users had no idea that clicking share meant their conversation could end up on Google. The feature has now been removed, but if you've ever shared a ChatGPT conversation, it might still be out there. So there you have it. 5 massive tech stories that show just how fast our digital world is evolving. From OpenAI's billion-dollar monthly revenue to your private AI chats potentially going public, we're living in unprecedented times. What do you think about all this? Are you excited about AI-enhanced food photos? Or worried about your ChatGPT conversations being searchable? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more tech news breakdowns. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next update. Until next time, stay informed, stay secure, and keep questioning how technology is shaping our world. Peace out.